To start the course, I have prepared a demo code repository for you. So in this section, I'm going to show you how to get that downloaded and installed. So let's do it. Since I already have all the system requirements, I'm just going to install to my desktop via MPX. And let's see what we got. This is the sample homepage, comes with the installation, and it's divided into 3 sections. Pretty much all 3 sections use the same tag over and over and over, but it's used in pretty different ways to illustrate a variety of examples. So let's start with the state example. This is loaded from a configuration file as the default state of our app, and it is persisted through local storage. So if I update these values, they go straight into local storage. The next section is loaded from an API. And it's loaded several times because we use the same tag and the same URL several times. The final section is receiving push data from a socket, and again, outputting through a custom HTML tag. Let's hop over into WebStorm and take a look at the source. So here we have section 1, the state example, our custom tag being used several times. Section 2, the API example. Again, the same tag, little different property here though. Instead of using a location pointer for storage, we're using a file source. And the final example, the same tag, using the socket service. And the source is the socket event. Now before we take a deep dive into this tag, it's really important to understand the overall structure of a state tag application. State is absolutely critical. We define our default state in a configuration file. And this is important for a variety of reasons. First, it allows multiple developers to powwow and communicate about the purpose of the app. If this was a booking system, state would be structured like a blank reservation. First name null, last name null, start date null, end date null. It would be a blank reservation, and once all the tags worked together to fill the reservation, it would be submitted to the server for a transaction. At that point, the app would want to reset to a blank reservation. And that's why it's key to have a blank structure here, or your default values well defined right here in a configuration file. It allows you to reset your app. Next, we'll look at a tag definition. Pretty simple file. It has a visual design section, has a script section defining the behaviors and properties of the tag, and optionally, you can have a style section. It's Vue. You can do the same structures in Angular, React, whatever your preferred platform is. The last piece of the puzzle that encapsulates the client-side state tag application is communication with the client. That can be done through commands, which put information into your state tag app, and listeners, which receive information from your app into the DOM or jQuery or whatever. So together, the state, the tag, and the DOM app communication are the three major components of your state tag application. So at this point, we have a fully functioning state tag app. It's not the state tag app that we want, but it's here as an example app. In the next section, I'll show you how to deploy this to the world so that any designer, developer, blogger can use your tags to connect to your API and use your app.